us what the FAC's compensation case has to do with this case. Were there any sinners involved in the case? Is it related to the FAC Commander-in-Chief's return? Why is the FAC involved in this security case? Is this within their jurisdiction? Is there something else going on about this operation plan?
Give us an explanation. More people are paying attention. You can't hide this.
We have nothing to hide. All of FAC's plans and intentions are to protect the city-state. And our operations won't be hindered by such minor issues. I've returned solely to advance the operation proposal. But since you're here for an interview, I'll take this opportunity to say a few words to the criminals. Stop targeting ordinary people. If your target is FAC, come at us directly. I'll see you on the battlefield.
I like the static. No, it doesn't really make sense considering it's like advanced cameras. Why would there be static? Leaving the Eastside Public Security Bureau building, Christina walks alone in the quiet alleyway. Why would you go there, to get killed by her mentor or something? The poem and her serial cases have been completed, so what will the woman do next? If this girl could sneak out of the garden, it is most likely that the mentor isn't at the base right now. So where would she go, to find her client or to bloom another flower? Anyway, the mentor has never taken her seriously from the beginning. Christina has completely understood this, and suddenly she has a strong desire to see her. She wants to ask Leek, what is all of this for? Is it necessary to hinder such an important operation? Is it necessary to side with the underground by sacrificing the chance to save the West District? Does the vengeance obtained make the garden happy? She probably is about to show up anyway.
I'm inexperienced, careless, and I often mess things up. But sometimes, my terrible intuition is surprisingly accurate. My intuition tells me that the assassination from the poem is not over yet. Given that woman's flamboyant personality, it's impossible for her to end it quietly.
Yep, I guessed as much as someone was gonna show up. It's probably Kalik herself, or it could be Garofano because she's alive. As she was saying this, suddenly something sharp pricks the back of her head. Before she could react in shock, Christina lost consciousness. Ooh. The result of the interrogation are handed over to the hush. What the hell is a hush? In a hypnosis, the gardener science spills everything she knows, limited information, the most important intel that has subjected to counter psychological suggestions can be currently extracted. The most important intel has been subjected to counter psychological suggestion. So they made sure that she couldn't be hypnotized to a major degree. She worries that the mentor has taken on a commission from evil forces. She has got a glimpse of a long list. She knows the mentor made dangerous trade for some reason. She deeply regrets sabotaging the mentor's plan. Shalom quietly flips through the report.
In autumn's prime, wine and meat gleam. Gold and silver set the festive scene. As years and years, vast and wide, over dried up wells, I alone stride. As years and years, vast and wide, over dried up wells, I alone stride.
The writing is awkward but full of pride. The author must be very proud of this. She must want to execute her plan perfectly. When the plan was ultimately disrupted, she had to split into two scenes to cover for another little assassin. The two scenes essentially formed a sentence of the poem, set the festive scene. The real target of As Year Ends Near, I Alone Stride is. She glances at the timetable. The agenda for the West District Operation proposal is coming up soon. If the underground wants to disrupt it, if she herself wants to disrupt it, then compared to this tickling performance, she would. Shalom smiles.
Since it's a grand blooming, I suppose it won't just end here. Right, mentor?
Commander-in-Chief has been attacked! The Commander-in-Chief has been attacked!
Yeah, her scene could not be fulfilled properly, so she's going this route.
The criminal is a Garden assassin!
Oh, that's all you have to say? Okay.
Phew! Victory at last.
Let's look at the detective file. Yes, that's the fourth scene. Case doesn't belong to the series. This case is the third case in the poem. Is the fourth case in the poem. I think it's the third case, right? Obviously, this case and the third case correspond to each other according to the poem. The case indeed, the third real case. Conference room case was in fact an accident. Alright. Judging by the number of cases, all four cases have been cleared up, but there's still discrepancy. How the whatever. The assassination poem is not really ended. It does not care about the order of the poem's line. There was a problem with investigation. Yeah, the assassination poem has not really ended. The commander-in-chief of the FSC is the victim foretold in the fourth line, and perhaps also the Garden's real target and object of revenge. Why the FSC commander? That's odd. 525 BS206 true target. It sounds like their target should be the corrupt people in the Paradisos, but this is odd. The target in the FSC recommended level 20. The Garden assassin has kidnapped her real target, the FSC commander-in-chief. How did they kidnap her? Jeez. Military vehicle transporting the hostage is leaving the rust, speeding towards east side.
Time for a vacation?
Alright, let's do this. Temporary commander of FAC Hush Joint Task Force.
The criminal attacked the temporary command post, used a transport vehicle to kidnap the commander-in-chief, license number DS38648H. The vehicle just passed the rust and is now heading towards east side.
Wait, if they took a vehicle from the FSC, wouldn't these vehicles be fitted with like things where you can just shut the vehicle down?
Judging from the life science monitoring, the commander is still alive. There is still time. The enemy getting such accurate information indicates that the underground has infiltrated FAC. The core rescue operation will be carried out by the Paradiso's Hush unit. The operation time is 2 hours and 13 minutes. Rescue the commander before the designated meeting time. Prevent the spread of panic. FAC's main force should not act. Do not disclose any information. Inform them that the commander will arrive on time. During this period, anyone who behaves abnormally, spreads panic, or investigates the commander's whereabouts may be a spy from the underground and will be closely tracked by the 9th Agency. The underground has sent an invitation for a skirmish. This is also our chance. The West District operation proposal will definitely be passed. We should clean ourselves up before the war begins and eliminate all moles.
When Christina wakes up, her surroundings are pitch black. The space is vibrating as if she's in a vehicle. Christina gropes around. Besides the dark metal boxes, there are even many people piled up next to her. Her phone is gone. Christina can't contact the outside world, so she takes out a small flashlight to shine around. There are guards and bureaucrats around her, as well as some high-ranking individual whom she can't identify. They are all unconscious, with small flowers blooming on their bodies.
Of course it's her.
She hastily checks everyone she can see. Unfortunately, the degree of blooming is not deep. It seems to be just a means for Qualik to control people. Among these people, Christina finds one who is different. He is old but robust, has grey hair, and his body is full of injuries. Many part of his body has been replaced with machinery, and he is under more severe restriction than the average person, falling into a deep unconsciousness. This face, Christina remembers seeing it on TV.
The FAC Commander-in-Chief?
Christina immediately understands her situation. As year ends near, vast and wide, over dried up wells, I alone strides, is the real fourth scene corresponding to the fourth line of the poem, and she is one of the victims. And as one of the victims was attacked last night, bought here. And she, as one of the victims, was attacked last night and bought here. Rustling. Oh, the one eye or whatever they're called. The runes. Perhaps sensing someone's awakening, a red light emerges from the corner of the shadow. Christina looks over to see the red light transform into muck, coalescing into filthy humanoid forms. There are puppets from the underground that Shalom once told her about.
I was right. She really is in cahoots with the underground scoundrels.
Why does she have a weapon? Christina is now a victim, which means the criminal no longer needs a detective. This is the final case. Christina slaps her face hard, turning her cheek bright red.
Great. There's still time. I won't let you get your way this time.